friends. Hi guys. So I have started this new channel wherein I have decided to make a series of the videos regarding the Chinese language learning that is being taught in the Indian institutes like Bharati Vidya Bhavan or Delhi University, and I'll be going through these books, elementary Chinese readers, and it comes in 4 volumes. So I have decided to start with the third one. So I have opened this. See, I first of all, let me introduce myself. Hi, Ashita this side. My name is Ashita, and I have studied Chinese. I am teaching Chinese. So we will start with the third volume, chapter number, lesson number 45. Sorry for all these things which I have written. It's quite old, so I used to write the meanings and everything in my book only. Since you will be familiar with these words, see, if you want me to tell you the meanings of words as well, so I will make a video on it. But now, for now, I have decided to start with the notes. So our first point of the notes is 终于, as the meaning is given in the new words. Its meaning is at last or finally. So it's 终于, 终 with the flat tone, 终于 with the rising tone. So let us come to the point directly. So what is written in it? 终于, usually used after the subject, indicates that certain hopeful result has appeared after a long process. Now, what does it mean? You know, when we are waiting for something or something has been done after a long time, we have achieved it. For that, we use this word 终于. Let us see what is being written here. 比如今天我终于看到了长城。今天 means today. 我 and one more thing which is written. The rule is it is mostly used. It will be used after the subject. So here our subject is 我 and it is used after 我. So 今天 today. 我 I at last finally 看到了. Now 看 is a verb, 到 is a resultative complement used here. 看到了 means he has finally seen it. What has he seen? 今天我终于看到了长城. Changcheng means the Great Wall of China. So what does he mean by saying it? He or she is saying, today I finally saw the Great Wall of China. Okay, so now that we have done our first point, we'll move on towards the second point. Let us read what is written here. 经过大家认识、讨论和研究，问题终于解定了。Okay, so 经过 means something that has happened or उसके होने के बाद. ठीक है, as you know, 过 here means past. 过 represents past. 经过大家 means everybody or everyone. 认识讨论和研究 it means serious discussions and research. You know, 研究 means research and 讨论 means discussion. So after, as I've also written it here, the meaning, after everyone has done the serious research and discussion, or after the serious discussion and research by everybody, 问题 that means question and that also means problem. 问题终于 means finally. 解定了 means it has been solved. The problem has been solved. So you see why 终于 has been used here, because here we are saying after so much of serious discussion and research, the problem has finally been solved. Okay, so third point is 他每天早上锻炼 means he daily does exercise. Okay, 他每天 means every day or daily. 身体终于好起来了 means, what does it mean? Shanti means is health. Health chung yu finally how chi lai, as I've written also here, becoming better. How means good. Chi lai means it is becoming better. अच्छी हो रही है. ठीक है. So after not after 他每天早上锻炼. He does exercise every morning. So finally his health is improving or it is becoming better. So this was our first point with Chung Yu. Let us see our next point. So in the next point it is written, this is a rhetorical question. Now we'll see how to frame a rhetorical question whose negative form emphasizes the affirmative meaning and whose affirmative form emphasizes the negative meaning. Now what does it mean? कि जिसका negative form represent करता है उसका affirmative meaning. Affirmative means something that is positive और उसका positive form हमें बताता है उसका negative meaning. पहले हम example देखते हैं फिर हम दोबारा meaning पे आएंगे. So first example is starting from here. 譬如 it is written 20年前的老朋友. 20 counting 20 means 20. 年 means years. 前 मतलब पुराना. 20 साल पुराना. Okay. 老朋友 means old friend. 有见面了. 见面 means मिलना, to meet. 见面 ल भी है तो it means it is representing the past form. So you see here था is written तो ये he बोलेंगे हमें ना. So he met his friend, his 20-year-old friend. ठीक है. वो अपने 20 साल पुराने दोस्त को मिला. था ज़मानंग पू काउसिंग न. था ज़मानंग पू काउसिंग न. मतलब अब इसमें हमें दे तो हमें नेगेटिव दे रखा है बट नेगेटिव मीनिंग दे रखा है ना, बट इसका मीनिंग एक पॉजिटिव अफर्मेटिव फॉर्म में आएगा. कैसे? वो अपने 20 साल पुराने दोस्त को मिला था. ज़मानंग पू मीन्स हाउ कम ही वोंट बी हैप्पी. यू अंडरस्टैंड इट्स मीनिंग. वो 20 साल पुराने दोस्त को मिला तो वो खुश कैसे नहीं हो सकता. ऑल्दो इसमें हमें ये लग रहा है पू देख के लग रहा है कि नेगेटिव होगा बट नहीं. ऑल्दो इट्स रिटन इन अ नेगेटिव फॉर्म बट इट्स मीनिंग is affirmative, it's positive. था ज़मानंग, how come he poo won't. काउसिंग means happy. No, you know why no is used whenever we are asking a question. So how come he won't be happy. Similarly, let us see the next point. था पिंग कांग हाओ means पिंग कांग हाओ means how, you know, it's getting recovered. Ping means to fall ill. So था पिंग कांग हाओ means he has just recovered. Kang means just, how means good, and ping means when you fall ill. So he has just recovered. 还要续续几天，还要 means still has to. What does he has to do still? 续续几天，续续 means to take rest. 几 means few. 天 means days. He has just recovered. And he still needs to take rest for a few days. And then what is written here? ज़मानंग马上去上课了. Now you see there is ज़मानंग. Zama means ज़मानंग how come. 马上 means immediately. 去上课了 means to go to attend the class. So its meaning is he has just recovered. He still needs rest for few days. How can he immediately attend the class? Obviously, when he needs rest for few days and he has just recovered from his illness, how can he come to attend the class immediately? Alright? Next, the last example is tha y'all no, this is important. Not tha, this is ni y'all kunnan. 我们哪儿能不帮助你呢? Let me read it again. 你有了困难，我们哪儿能不帮助你呢? See, 我们 will be read 我们 together, then 哪儿, then woman woman nar nang pu pang chu ni na. It means it is important, I know. Ne yogala khunnan. You had, alright, because la is here. You had. Khunnan means problem. So you had problem whenever you had problem. Now how do we know we have to use whenever here? When we'll see the meaning of the other part, then we'll come to know that we have to add whenever here. What is the meaning of this part? Woman, we, nar, where. Nar means where. Nang pu pangchu. Pu pangchu means not help. Nina, you. So whenever you were there in the problem, where have we not helped you? Where didn't we help you? ठीक है, इसका मतलब ये है कि जब भी तुम प्रॉब्लम में थे, कब नहीं हमने तुम्हारी हेल्प करी. इट मीन्स हमने हमेशा तुम्हारी हेल्प करी. अब देखो दोबारा मीनिंग पे आते हैं. अब आपको मीनिंग समझ में आएगा. मीनिंग क्या था? हुज नेगेटिव फॉर्म एम्फेसाइजेस द एफर्मेटिव मीनिंग. सी यहाँ पे नेगेटिव दे रखा है कि कहाँ हमने तुम्हारी हेल्प नहीं करी, बट इसका एक्चुअल में मीनिंग क्या है कि हमने हर जगह तुम्हारी हेल्प करी. समझ आ रहा है? अब जैसे इसमें था ज़मानंग मा सांग छू शांग न, कि हाउ कैन ही इमीडिएटली अटेंड द क्लास. इट मीन्स ही कैन नॉट इमीडिएटली कम एंड अटेंड द क्लास. Similarly in this one also था ज़मानंग पू काउ सिंग न. How come he won't be happy? It means obviously he will be happy. So this is up for our today's class. We have covered 2 points, Chungyu and this one, the rhetorical question one. We'll continue with the other points in our next class. 再见, thank you, 谢谢.